Another example that shows you the kindness of the Prophet to his wife Aisha is one day, the Prophet ﷺ, there was a crowd of people on the day of Eid from the Abyssinian children. They were playing. And it was more so like a play, you would say. They were singing and playing. And some of the hadith mentions they were singing and playing and dancing. And Aisha was in her house looking at what they were doing. This was the day of Eid, enjoyment. So they were doing what makes them happy. Again, when I say singing, no music. In any case, the Prophet came to the house that day. He went to his bed and his mattress and he slept. He lay down in his bed. Abu Bakr walked into the house and he says, Mizmara al-shaytan عند النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم, not horn, mizmar, a voice from the voices of shaitan in front of the Prophet, because he's singing and dancing. Look at the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He said, "Da'huma, or da'aha, leave it. Oh Abu Bakr, don't make a big deal out of it." In fact, the hadith mentions the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, after a while he got up and he says to Aisha, "Do you wish to look closely?" She says, "Yes." The Prophet ﷺ, he left his house, and again Aisha was obviously covered. He was outside the house, Aisha was inside the house with a curtain inside, and Aisha stuck her head outside and her cheek was next to the cheek of the Prophet ﷺ. And she was like that watching the show the whole time. Until a time reached where the Prophet said, "Have you had enough? Are you happy?" She says, "Yes, I'm happy. Let's go back inside." Romance, right? Happiness. There's times that the Prophet ﷺ did what with Aisha? Raced with Aisha, played with Aisha. Again, it tells you, it gives you a lot to the life of the Prophet ﷺ. This man who everything was against him at that moment. At that moment, Jews are plotting against him. The kuffar of Quraysh are plotting against him. He's a ruler at that time. He's got other disputes he has to solve. He has to give fatwa in the morning. He's a qadi, he's a judge. He's making decisions between people. He has blood money, life and death situations. He's standing up the night and praying. All of this, and he still has time what? To spend time with his wife. Lesson for myself and for everyone else, spend time with your families. With your families, especially if you have children, you have a spouse, spend and give them time. No matter how busy you think, you need to spend time with your family members. So, again, a lot we can learn from the life of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam.